want to do. I don't see myself working for nobody. I mean, maybe to work for somebody to learn the craft and like to learn how things work. But other than that, I want to be able to control my own life. I don't like being pinned down and have people trying to control me, because I feel like every individual they're great from within.
A lot of people think that being an artist is just this one particular thing.
Yeah.
But being an artist is not just one particular thing. It's not just you doing your art and doing it for the sake of your art and loving it and whatnot. I feel as if, like, this is my perspective on it, but I feel as if being an artist also is, you know, playing all roles, leading by example, by choice,
Yes.
and by really taking the initiative to aid and impact not just the culture, but to the humans of society. Like, being an art is a very noble charity of a work. Like, it's something that obviously a lot of us can't do, and only the few and the forsaken can actually do it, you know, and entail it and embark upon that journey.
Yeah.
But
Everyone recognize you as this freaking rap artist, and we know him as Raheem. This is Kerry Sinatra everywhere we go. Brooklyn, Harlem, Queens, Manhattan, the 5 Boroughs, Staten Island. It's the same everywhere we go with this cat. You know what I'm
about to
saying?
get this started.
Yeah, he's taking your spot.
We're gonna take this. Kerry Sinatra, 24 years old, and I'm a hip-hop recorder artist. I'm probably one of the best lyricists you'll hear of this time.
My name is Juan Bayon. I am 20 years old and I play saxophone.
Okay, hey guys. So my name is Charbrielle Parker with a C. I'm 21 years old. I'm from Jamaica, Queens, and obviously I am an artist.
Nick Alexander, 24 years old, and I am a stand-up comedian, actor, entertainer.
Jay Lasso, J, L-A-S-O-L. I'm 21, and I'm a spoken word rap artist.
Kevin Anglade, aka Kevin 11, when it comes to writing books and things of that nature, aka Kev 11 when it comes to doing poetry. So as Kevin Anglade, I'm an actor, publisher and CEO of Flowered Concrete, my small indie press. I'm also a poet, a hip-hop poet, do poetry, and also on top of that, you know, Kevin 11, that's my pseudonym when I write books.
Hi everybody, my name is Jonathan Oki. I am 21 years old, 21 years young, and I am a visionary. I handle with cameras, I paint, I do poetry, I make instrumentals, and I'm a creative director as well.
My name is Shola Gbemi. I'm from Queens, New York. I'm 21 years old. Hopefully he doesn't put this out in like a gazillion years from now and I'm all wrinkly by then, but 21, I enjoy creative writing. Right now I'm putting out a fiction project entitled Sincerely Mine, a novel.
I go by Chris the Arktitech, A-R-T, Arktitech. I'm 20 years young, and I don't like to put a label on exactly what I do, because I feel like I do a lot of different things, but to put a label on it, I'm an entrepreneur, a music producer, I'm an artist, I'm into all different types of art, open-minded, and just want to change the world.
I remember as a kid, man, I used to walk this path every morning, yo. Elementary school, my parents, like, you know, there's Foch Boulevard over there, but my parents used to have me walk this block, always going to school, so that way I would, like, stay out of, like, the boulevard streets, so I could stay out of trouble. Like, they would always have me walking this path, like right here, and I'd turn, and then eventually I'd hit Foch Boulevard. But man, been here since I was about probably like 9 months old, 9 or 11 months old. 9 or 11 months old I've been here.
Well, it mainly started with my brother, watching my brother, because my brother is an artist himself. He raps or whatever. Seeing him and his homeboys go to the studio, along with the influence of Mace. Mace was like my first favorite rapper. I saw him, I thought he was real cool. I wanted to emulate Mace. I used to wear my hat backwards just like him and all of that. So between my Mace and my brother, that's what really made me start rapping and wanted to rap.
What I initially wanted to do, I wanted to be a breakdancer when I was 13.
Really?
I wanted to be a breakdancer. I tell this story to everybody. But I was practicing at home one day. I was practicing my 6-step, and on my 2nd step, I hit the couch. I said, oh, I can't do this anymore. So I picked up music.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I picked up music, and it was really when I took that intro to jazz class with that Professor Hess at QCC that I really started getting into it, because jazz is what it's really about, and it's really music. It's really all types of music, but jazz is what I'm really about, and that's what really got me into it. Not being able to breakdance in my own home.
Right.
That's what got me into music.
That played a part in it. That's really cool.
I think what it is, just I've been writing since I was 9 years old, and it's something that I've never been able to really part ways with. I feel like I've experienced so many different things in my life, and I've added a lot of notches under my belt, but writing is, I guess, the buckle for me, and it's just something I've never been able to get rid of, you know what I mean?
Right.
So it's just, at this point, I want to kind of embrace it like it's my child,
Right.
and just raise it and see how far it gets in life for me, while doing other things in their own respective right.
I remember, like, I'm a senior in high school, right? And then the movie Funny People comes out, right? So I go to see Funny People with my cousins, and we're watching it, and I think the movie's like, I'm not really a big fan of the movie, but I'm watching my cousins, and I'm like, yo, I could do that, man. Like, I could get on stage and perform and tell jokes. Like, I have that in me to do that, and and I could, who knows what I could do, but I know I could do stand-up, because the stand-up to me in that movie was awful.
Right.
And just like Seth Rogen wasn't getting me like Aziz are, they're all funny guys, but the stand-up to me was just corny. And I was just like, yo, I was like one of those people in the audience that was like, yo, I could do what you do. And I was like, I'm gonna do stand-up.
Photography, I started about 2 years ago, and my dad actually gave me an iPhone, which he found in a library, and I always liked taking pictures, but I didn't have anything with high quality. So the iPhone was like the very first iPhone that ever came out. I started taking pictures of everything, small things, little things, big things, tall buildings, women. And then the girl hit me up, and she seen my Instagram, and she's like, can you come to my party and take pictures for me? And I'm like, but I only have a cell phone. And then she's like, for real? All right, bring your cell phone and I'll pay you. And I'm like, hold on, wait, what? So then that's when I realized that was like my calling, that photography was my calling. If somebody's willing to pay me for a cell phone picture, then I was like, all right, I gotta really invest into my passion now.
It's funny because like before this, I wanted to be a scientist, like when I was younger. And then I think when I hit college, the script just flipped.
Yeah.
Because it was like towards the end of high school, I just felt so lost. You know what I'm saying? Because like at the time, I had found my first love. You know what I'm saying? And then she had to move away.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks.
So and I talked about it on my mixtape actually, but like that was devastating for me.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were just making it up.
No,
for the sake of art. That was real.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And I didn't know what to do, not because of her, but like she was a trigger for that, and it was just like I just felt empty and lost. I needed purpose, you know what I'm saying? Like I needed something to fill that, and I realized I needed love, and I found that with my poetry. I started doing
living with my head to the sky to get the vision. Got that spiritual part of my life, yeah, it was missing. But now when the universe speaks, I tend to listen. My inhibitions got me tripping, stripping me from these bitches and the women. My attention be stripping, I gotta grip it. My niggas tell me like, yo, Cash, you really live it. These other niggas talk that ish before the gimmicks, but my life is what I'm spitting. Skin tone like what I'm sipping, that's brown. It's do say since Hove doing this thing. We got the steak and the greens, but ain't forgetting the wings. Cause I'm straight up out the hood, it ain't a beautiful thing. But shooting is all good till it's you in the range, but people, I thrive with positivity. So me winning is not a possibility. It's a definite. I'm oh so calm, you can feel my serenity, my energy. So I ain't even hearing what you telling me. The flaws, the mistakes I make, that's the real me. So either you gon' love or hate. You feel me? Sinatra. Even with the stomach, you can keep all of that. Keep all of that. Raw and direct from 204 Street, louder, all that.
I'm all about self-expression, and jazz really supplied me with like an analogy for life, an analogy for everyday living. Starts with structure and then the rest of the day is improvised.
Right.
So it helps me out a lot. It gives me a good perspective on everything that goes on in the day.
I feel like creativity is like is life. I feel like you have to be, you can't live in a box. So a lot of people who are like closed-minded live in a box. It's hard for them to really enjoy life because they stuck to one way of living.
Yeah, I enjoy my line of work. I enjoy the good times, the bad times. I enjoy the feeling of just spontaneous ideas passing through my head and getting to write them down. It's all part of the process, and the results itself, the result of having a book in your hand and saying you wrote it, that's something that I think I'll enjoy a lot.
Influence your decisions, your future decisions on your art, and everybody's in their own. I believe everybody is in their own world. They all perceive different things. Everybody creates their own reality. So if you follow someone else's reality, you're only gonna be the best copy. And everybody has their own mind. So I feel everybody sees something differently. But if you could get a lot of people to believe in what you see, and they think it's dope, I think that's a true artist.
You're an artist. Tell me. Yeah, like I appreciate the creativity. You know what I'm saying, like, I appreciate the work that niggas put into that. Because like when you're actually in the studio making all this stuff, like you'd be surprised what little things make up a huge part of the song.
Right. Thing is just getting the right person to hear me, or getting that right person to just notice me. That was the main struggle, and that's still the main struggle, really, because I know that I have it. The people around me know that I have it, and I'm still humble at the same time. It's just getting that one strike of the match.
The things that are hard is going through constant rejection.
The biggest challenge was promo. My original idea was to drive to different colleges on the East Coast, Howard, Syracuse, Cornell, just a lot of schools on the northern East Coast of the country, and give out small samples for people to read. But it wasn't, at first, it didn't really seem like the most cost-efficient thing to do.
First, acting is one whole thing, is in its own world by itself. Going out for auditions, oh, that's the look we're looking for. Oh, that's not the look we're looking for. I'm used to rejection. So that's fine. I got tough skin. You know what I'm saying? My parents critique me, friends, all the time. So you telling me you don't have the look that we want, it's kind of like, oh, okay, you know what? Gotta go to the next one.
So you deal with that stuff. You deal with bookers' emails. Then you're going on the audition tip as an actor. You're not getting parts. You know, for whatever reason, like they can like you, but they just might like somebody more. Maybe you were too tall. You were too dark, too light.
Too tall.
Yeah, you can be too tall and not miss out on a role. They might just prefer that the actor be short or the actress be short. So you can lose out on a role just because of your height. It could have nothing to do with your talent.
It can be a roller coaster sometimes when you don't know what's coming next. And I can't lie, I think that adds to the thrill of doing anything. I'd rather it be that way than be a one-shot streak to the top, because I know I'm gonna get to the top one day, but I'd rather get there with the twists and the turns.
Dealing with a few issues and a few minor setbacks, well, major setbacks actually, from my older sister passing away in 2007 when I was about 16. That was a really tough experience for me, and that's actually one of the main things that got me into acting. So I dibbled and dabbled in that for about a good 3-4 years. And then in 2010, when my dad passed away, that was another major blow for me. And I think that is what really got me more so into writing and being a creative writer and being able to express my feelings and my thoughts, and just being able to pour every ounce and inch of me and put it onto paper, whether it's creating characters or creating worlds and things of that nature.
I guess it's choosing who you want to be. That's the most difficult part. Because financial aid refund pay for things, so that's no problem. But I guess up and down is really figuring yourself out. Because you start at a young age and then you develop as a person, and then you may reach a completely different character than you were when you started.
It's a rough journey, and I know it's not just me, but like a lot of niggas out there feel like they're the best rapper out there, like best whoever,
I'm probably one of the best lyricists you'll hear of this time.
I always feel as if I'm the best poet when I walk.
I always feel like I'm the best fucking rapper, like, cause like I believe that shit. You know what I'm saying? I believe I have the skills. You know what I'm saying? You have to. You know what I'm saying? You have to have that faith.
This short story, it was trying to figure out. It was a detective fiction short story called Motown Blues, but a student that actually went here as well with me to Brooklyn College, he read it and he just tore my shit apart. He told me that it wasn't good. He told me I didn't check my sources. It wasn't viable and it wasn't well credited enough. I had wrote something with involving a court scene. He told me that the court scene could have been more realistic, and that could have truly broke me down as a writer. You know, it could have truly broke me down as a writer. My guy, Thurman Mathis, he told me, you know, you can't, you know, if the writing is good, so be it. You know, you have to continue writing. But, you know, if you feel as if the writing is good, although you may need more improvement, you know, stick to your guts, because he may not be that type of writer within your lane and is critiquing you from a different aspect and on a different plane. And he, you know, if he's not really into that kind of thing, he's going to judge you and perceive your work from a different standpoint. I was like, you know what? It's kind of really true.
And when you have all these little things that can take place as to a reason why you might be not achieving something or getting this opportunity, it can just kind of deter you a little bit.
Eventually, I had to start brainstorming other ways of promo, and I learned a lot from that because at least I was ambitious enough to think I could go to 20 different schools and give out these little flyers and these little reading samples for students. And fortunately enough for me, I did meet a lot of great students at Cornell that were very interested, but you live and you learn, and it's part of the roller coaster process, and it's fun. I think if things were too easy, I wouldn't appreciate the process of anything.
But, man, I must tell you, man, I couldn't see myself doing anything else in this world. Because at the end of the day, my art speaks through life, and my life speaks through art. It's just the truth, man.
It's some real shit, though.
It's some real shit, man. It's really some real shit, man.
I wanted to do stand because I felt like it was the only thing that I really felt like I could be good at. You know, like I just knew that I can get on stage and make people laugh.
I wouldn't choose it if I didn't like it.
Elaborate, please.
I think we all seek expression. I think that's why reading and writing is such a valuable thing. I think getting an education is such a valuable thing too. Because through many platforms that you can express yourself is how you determine your own value. I think it's very important. Because value is sometimes set on us. You know, I know sometimes you'll be judged by your degree, you'll be judged by how well you speak, be judged by exterior things, clothing, skin color. But I feel it's how well you can articulate, how well you can express yourself. That's where value is. Because you can go from here to the exterior. It's a translation from the interior thoughts to the exterior. That's value. And that's what I really love about the music. It gives me that sense of value.
You got to be very clear on what you want to do, because some guys get into it for pussy, you know, just for chicken wings and alcohol, you know, free liquor. Some guys just, you know, want to be a great comedian. If some guys want to be the greatest, some guys want to just be writers, or they just want to make a living and feed their family doing jokes. But I know I want to, you know, I want to be on the screens and acting and getting in movies and TVs and doing that stuff. But then I also want to just perform on the road whenever I want to. Like I want to stand because I want to, not because I have to. And that's that's my goal. Like that's what I want in my life. Comfortable living. You know what I'm saying? I got a crib here, whatever. I could travel if I want to do some white people shit. I want to go to Europe for like 2 weeks. I can go to Europe for 2 weeks. You know.
You see that it goes past your ears. You know what I'm saying? It goes down to your soul, to your heart. You know what I'm saying? Like you feel it under your skin. You know, like I don't want to just make a hype track so people are like, I don't know, at the club, like bouncing to my song, whatever. That's cool and all, but I want to make something that lasts. You know, that breaks that challenge of time. You know.
It doesn't feel like work. You're just having fun doing what it is that you love, right?
Definitely. I mean, when you love what you're doing, it don't feel like work, because you wake up with a sense of purpose. Like you don't wake up and like, oh, I don't want to and hit the alarm clock, hit snooze. You waking up excited, coming up with new ideas, innovative. So that's how I approach it. That's how I feel about life. Not fully at this moment, but it's getting there. But it's getting there. But that's definitely when you like. Sometimes I'll be doing shoots, or I'll be making music, and I could go without eating, drinking. I'm just in that. I get in that zone. I just get focused. And when you focus, that's when magic happens. So definitely. So I definitely don't. It don't feel like work when I do. You know, when I do what I do.
If you're gonna do something in the arts, you really should love it and not do it because you think it's gonna make a lot of money. Right. That should be like third. Like I mean, we all think about money. Like, you know, we can keep it real. Like, everybody loves, to a degree, wants to be money, especially if you ain't come from money. Like, I didn't come from money. I'm pretty sure you didn't come from money, right? I see that hat. You didn't come from money. And you definitely ain't come from money. But no, if you never came from money, that's something I do want in my life. Like, I do want to have a comfortable living, being able to travel, drive a nice car, whatever like that. Like, I've always seen, and because of rap and in Hollywood and movies and stuff like that. So you should really love it. Women and money would come probably close second, third. But I think if you should love what you want to do first. So if you really have the passion and the drive, then you'll figure out how to get involved, and you just do it.
Everybody's time frame and everybody's time is different. I believe everybody works on their own clock. So just like how the planets work, if you go on a different planet, the time is different. So I feel as though we all move at our own pace. So if you get successful faster than me, that doesn't mean that you're better than me or that you're more talented. That just means that your timing, you're supposed to do it faster than me, or you're supposed to do it quicker than me.
Absolutely.
I may have to learn more before I get to that stage. I feel like you have to fail before you learn.
Without question.
I mean, fail before you succeed. Because if you don't fail, if everything was easy and everything went your way, you don't learn nothing. So if you get to the top fast, you're gonna fall even faster.
Yeah, because when you become an artist, there's no set path into becoming a great artist, And when all is said and done, you make your own path, through your own experiences, through your own lessons and stuff like that. So I would say first thing was learning that. Learning that there's no path. There's no correct way, because someone could become famous or make it whatever by doing this. I could do whatever I do over here, and we'll still end up in the same spot or somewhere similar, So I had to learn that.
Man, I wanted to be an astronaut, a firefighter, a police officer, the president of the United States, and obviously, those are all careers that I look up to, but I don't see myself going towards. But at the same time, I think in light of seeing myself doing so many things as a youngster, it's a testament to how I am now, because the person I am now, I feel like I'm very multifaceted. I feel as though there's no limit to what I can do. So even though I'm not trying to be a firefighter, police officer, president, I can see myself being a writer, filmmaker, psychologist. So it's as though all of that was practice. All of that dreaming was practice.
Is that every morning that I wake up, besides thanking God that I'm alive and that I get a chance to see another day, to not only walk, but to talk, to experience my family, to experience all my loved ones and my friends, and to, walk and to move my fingers and do all kinds of things of that nature, I think about my career and my careers and my different talents every morning.
It's really crazy, man. It's really, really crazy. So, that's the whole point about life comes from destiny. Like, the whole part about it is just, man, we gotta make it out here, man.
Because once you find that destiny, it's like, that's when your life begins.
That's the whole point of it.
That's when your life begins.
And one thing about all of us as an artist is that we're all trying to find that destiny and that journey. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, it's crazy.
Is this your destiny?
Yes, it is. It is my destiny.
Yes, this is my destiny. It's like the universe speaks to me about it. My music speaks to me about it.
I speak to him about it.
The people around me speak to me about it. It's like everything is just right. I know this is what I was made for.
Yes, this is my destiny. My man.
Destiny is a funny thing, that whole word. I think it's a romanticized version of the idea of things being predetermined. I cannot give value to something that I don't know is there, because I know that I worked so hard for this that the only thing I can really depend on is myself.
Without a doubt, there's nothing else I would rather be doing. I love performing. You know, comedy, you know, has and eventually will be a way that I can say that I was able to make a living. I was able to travel the world, meet people that I wouldn't have been able to probably get a chance to meet if I weren't doing it. Get in circles and just in certain just like nights of just, you know, fun that you can do and just access. And, you know, all of that just comes from the ability to get on stage and tell jokes and make people laugh.
I think this is part one. I feel as though everything that's happening now is a part of my destiny, but it's not the entire package. It's not the entire thing. I'm curious about what that entails, and I think that this is the first page. Finally having it written, finally looking back on all the mistakes, just like the words on the page, and just having typo errors and bad punctuation. I look at the mistakes I've made in my life the same way, you know? So I think this is the first page, and I definitely want to keep writing more and more pages, and hopefully, you know, when the book is done, when my life is, you know, when I'm at my peak, I want to be able to look back and say, I understand, I get it. I finally get it.
And there's nothing else I would see myself doing, you know, and I mean, I just think, you know, when I go to a movie and I see a really good movie and I feel great about that and want to talk about that movie with your friends, you know, I think one day I can be that person where you're going to go see my movie or you're going to go see my show and you talk about that with your friends and discuss that, and you're just not thinking about your problems, and you're forgetting that for that small period of time, that hour or whatever I'm on stage or that movie or that show, and, you know, so it's just cool. It's the best feeling in the world, man.
I know this girl named Destiny, she looking like my destiny. I think it's safe to say that she's in the world that's meant for me. What's great about her is that she was never truly left for me, but moved me in my pen like a future intune that's meant for me. A girl named Destiny, she looking like my destiny. I think it's safe to say that she's in the world that's meant for me. What's great about her is that she was never truly left for me, but moved me in my pen like a future intune that's meant for me. A girl named Destiny, she looking like my destiny. I think it's safe to say that she's in the world that's meant for me. What's great about her is that she was never truly left for me, but moved me in my pen like a future intune that's meant for me. Destiny, Destiny, I truly believe that with you by my side there is nothing I won't achieve. You'll always calm my stress in the cab like a leaf. You tell me time and time again, always believe that anything is possible, gotta be done to do it. Supports me every day when I tell her I will pursue it. My dreams will never falter cause she will decide to sue it. She said that she will hold me like Elmo would do to glue it. I tell her each and every day that I'ma go and chase it. The future's around the corner and I'm not too far to taste it. She tell me that it's coming so I ain't gonna have to race it, cause sooner than later work ethic gonna have to face it. Destiny, Destiny, do you know that I'm coming? A thief within the night or a ticket just like a summons, or a marching band as some sticks to consistent drumming, like a Jordan brand that will never do see some dumbing. Man, I need you bad like them gangsters in heat and drama, and them US lads when they been had looked for Osama. 7-figure numerals breaking within some commas. I need to save the world. I'm talking about my mama. Destiny, Destiny, you know just what I want. Without you by my side, it is only you that I haunt. But don't you ever think you'll ever be what I taunt. I need you by my side for people to see I flaunt. Within my reach or not that far in actuality, you're more real than the TV and all its realities. Can't wait for all my benefits, call it a salary. I'm writing off a destiny deep in this gallery. Yeah.